So Toby was asked to create a new character for the game that they were going to call Tomb Raider. So everyone thought he was going to come up with a male character, but he's seen Tank Girl, seen Nana Cherry, he's seen the rise of girl power, and his sketch was this lady here. This was Lara Cruz, but it was felt that Lara Cruz didn't sound particularly English, so somebody went through the phone book and came up with the name Lara Croft, and Lara Croft it remained. Here's an early manga style drawing of Lara until we end up with this render with, before she had a ponytail, and she also had suspiciously thin knees. And this is the very first Tomb Raider box, PC version, was released in 1996. So I'm now going to take you on a little pictorial journey of Lara through the time, as she kind of grew up, as it were, and you'll see how the polygon count gets bigger as she moves through PlayStation 1 through to all the 5 iterations of PlayStation 1, and how the world fell in love with Lara into PlayStation 2 and beyond. And all the time the graphic fidelity improving. Here's a kind of a sketch, you know, as she gets this down, and the full art sketch drawing Lara. Some of her many costumes, more PlayStation stuff to sort of the graphic fidelity you get these days. Moving on to Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Some of the screenshots from there. I won't just play your Underworld, just to say that over 30 million copies now of Tomb Raider being sold globally. Appeared in sort of parody and some of the popular press. There was stuff about Lara Croft being nude Lara in Playboy, when Neil McAndrew, one of our editors who played Lara Croft, did that. So because we had people wanting to meet the real Lara Croft, we did it for trade shows, we did it to open shops, and of course people wanted to touch that virtual character. So when we launched Lara in '96 at the trade show, I remember interviewing all the girls for the job, and we ended up taking 3 rather than having 1. We went for quantity. And the first girl, the girl on the right with the black hair, she became Lara Croft for the whole year. That's Natalie Cook. The girl with the blonde hair, I have no idea what happened to her. The girl in the middle, just starting her career, became a very famous girl in 3, a notorious girl, in fact. Does anybody recognise her? Might be anybody English in the audience might recognise her, but if you don't, it's actually Jordan, before she became Katie Price again. So maybe you've not heard of Jordan, but has quite a reputation in the UK, put it that way. Anyway, we had Natalie Cook, and then we had Rona Meacham, who went on to become a huge film star in the US. And I'm going to stop here now for a second and tell you a little bit another in terms of a catwalk model in the US, in the USA. Kareem Haddaby, who was brilliant because she could actually speak the part as well as look the part. Beauty and brains, surprising combination. Alison Cowell was great. Here's old bloke with Lara, old bloke with 3 Laras, old bloke with lots of Laras. We had a reunion party a few years back, and every time there's a new Lara Croft, of course, we had acres and acres of publicity, because everybody wanted a little piece of her. David James, a few little anecdotal stories here. David James was the goalkeeper for the England football team at the time, and he let in 4 really bad goals for Liverpool. And he was interviewed, and the whole back page of the Times dedicated to the fact that he let in these goals. And he said, well, you know, I just spent the whole night playing Tomb Raider. Prodigy, they were promoting Lara Croft as much as they were promoting their own products. So, Lucozade, I don't know if it's available here, but it's a very popular fizzy drink in the UK, and they got 11% annual sales increase by using Lara Croft, and they did it for 3 significant campaigns. There's quite good social comment in looking at those adverts way back when, and I'm going to show you them now because they're informative and at the same time amusing. Where's my sound man gone? keeps dying on me. Then they used live action in the next campaign. And then they used a hybrid of live action elements
Oh, you can read. Spartan, pas released. Un petit wow.
the French license Lara, CN Cars.
Sélection. Carte de barrage.
Montez, j'ai peur toute seule. C'est hâte, vous êtes loin d'avoir tout vu.
So, Laura did not go unnoticed by Hollywood. Hollywood their own characters or licensed from books or comics. and now they're looking at an IP created by a video games company. And when we're negotiating with Larry Gordon and Associates, becomes a brand, you extend that brand to become a franchise, you get incremental revenues from licensing. I cannot say again that you want to determine your own destiny, the best way to do it is create your own IP. So what's Lara up to at the moment? Well, recently we had Lara Croft and Golden Light. Probably over my time, so I won't share that. Just to tell you that there's a new Tomb Raider in development. I'm very, very excited about this. Being done by Crystal Dynamics in California. There's a new way of looking at Lara. This is going to be a prequel rather than a sequel. It's how she became a Tomb Raider, and not only that, she's not going to be Teflon coated anymore. She's going to be able to take injuries and going to feel a lot more of an emotional tie to her. Otherwise, my computer died. I have no idea. She becomes a survivor on an island. There's a plane crash. She lands on this island and she has to survive. And it's all about her dealing with that severe circumstances in which she finds herself, and she becomes a born survivor, and she has to survive some pretty terrible things on this island. So this is going to come out next autumn. It's already been talked about with much excitement and anticipation in some of the leading press. And I'll show you again a trailer, again produced by our friends over at Square Enix in Japan, and to set the mood and tone for the game.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.